Hi, I'm Robert with Crossroads RV. We're in front of the Funtime 29 SK. This model's great, bunkhouse buyer. It can sleep 5 to 10 people. It's a great layout, but looking at some of the key features on this model that are gonna be standard, on the front, you're always gonna have a power tongue jack, which is gonna be standard on all your SK models. It'll come with 2 20-pound bottles with the bottle cover, and you're gonna have the battery disconnect. So when you're done camping, all you have to do is turn this knob to the off position. It'll shut down any power that's coming off those batteries. So when you're done, you don't have to worry about having fresh batteries when you start camping again. If you turn that off, you'll have those batteries ready for your next camping trip. When you go around the side here, you're gonna have a blind spot detection prep. We give you the bracket and the ability, so if you buy the camera aftermarket, you can get that side detection view while you're traveling down the road for safety for you and your family. You have a full pass-through storage, which can be for your items on that campsite, your chairs, fishing poles, whatever it may be. It's a good spot for that in and out storage. Along with power items, you're gonna have power stabilizer jacks. So to retract and put these up, it's just gonna be a click of a button. You'll have a switch up front for these two. You have a switch on the rear of the coach for those two. Once you get that done, you'll just have to use a bubble leveler to get the unit perfectly level for your campground. You're always gonna have your power awnings as well. So on this unit, one awning, that'll be about a 16 or 18 footer, but it'll give you a lot of shade on that campsite. So when you're hanging out with your friends and family, have those lawn chairs out there, it's a good spot. You're gonna have what we call a friction hinge door. So this door will open and stop wherever. It's not gonna latch to the unit, so you don't have to worry about it pulling off or anything, but it can open up all the way, which is great while you're loading that unit in and out. You'll have flip-up steps on your main entry door here. So to retract these, all you do is lift them up. They'll snap into place. To put them down, you'll put them down here. And then you can adjust the legs as well if you're on off or unlevel ground, but you'll have those flip-up steps standard on your SK models. Large grab handle going in and out of the unit, which is great. So when you're walking up, it's a nice, easy spot to grab. And you'll have a dog leash holder, and the paw print will be a bottle opener. So while you're outside, if you have a dog, if you have a beer, or something with a cap, you can use that right on the campsite here. You'll always have an enclosed and heated underbelly as well on all your SK and JM models. So that way, while you're running your furnace, you'll be able to heat those tanks and keep that hot air enclosed, but it's also good for transit when you're driving, just debris kicking up. It's not gonna hit those tanks and pipes while you're traveling. On all your RR, SK, and JM models, you'll have an on-demand water heater. So here you're gonna have instant and continuous hot water. It runs on propane only, but again, it's gonna give you that ability to have endless hot water while you're camping. While we move down, you're always gonna have aluminum rims on your SK models, which is great. And then it'll also come with a spare tire as well on all of your RR, SK, and JM models. That's a standard feature across the board. You're gonna have an outside shower on all your SK and JM models. So you have hot and cold abilities, and it'll have a 4-foot hose with a shower head. So that way, again, while you're camping, if you need to rinse anything off, it's a great spot to utilize that out on the campground. You'll also have black tank flush standards. So to clean that black tank out, it's a simple connection on the outside of the unit. You turn that on, you can rinse that black tank out, which is gonna give you a more accurate reading on the inside too for how full your tanks actually are. So again, that's gonna be standard here. We move down, you got your outside kitchen. You got a spot for extra fridge space, so it frees up having, to put water and things on the inside of the unit here. So that'll open up. Fit some items out here so you're not running in and out of the unit all the time just to grab maybe those juice boxes, waters, or anything like that out here. You have a sink, you got your 2-burner cooktop with a little bit of storage up top. So again, if you have utensils, you're keeping stuff out here, it's a good spot for storage. On the back of the unit, you're also gonna have a ladder standard. So it'll come in the pass-through storage of your unit when you purchase it, but it comes with a bracket to lock it in place. It gives you a full-length ladder down to the ground, which is great. You don't have to step on a bumper to just get your ladder, and it'll give you more of a residential style pitch to get on your roof, because on all your Funtime product, you're gonna have a fully walkable roof to get up there and do maintenance or roof inspections whenever you need to get up there for anything. Now we can look inside and look at some of the other features. Starting towards the back of the unit, this is gonna be where your bunkhouse is at. So in a single slide model, It's not a terribly long model. You're just over 33 feet. You can sleep a lot of people, and it gives the ability to have a closed door bunk room, which is great. So you'll have 2 bunks on the campsite here, 1 bunk over the top, your sofa, so that way if your kids or family are hanging out back here, it's a spot for them to sit. But this will also lay flat, and it comes with an extra bunk mat. So if you need a spot for somebody smaller on the floor, you can sleep them, so you can sleep up to 5 people pretty comfortably back here. The other thing on this model is your second air conditioner will be located in this bunk room. So anytime we have more people sleeping is where we try to utilize putting that second AC for 4 or 5 people being in this room. You still have some storage space with a bank of drawers, which will have the TV mount right there. So that way, if anybody's hanging out back here, you have the ability to have a good sized TV while they're hanging out in this room. So again, you can sleep a lot of people even in this single slide unit. The bathroom is great because for, again, having a big bunk room, you still get a big bathroom. So you have a big corner shower. You don't have a small tub. It's got the glass doors. But again, I'm about 6 foot, so you have plenty of headroom in here with 2 exhaust fans. 1 above and then 1 above kind of your sink area. But this is a spot where if you wanted to get air out of here quickly, we give you 2 fans in these bathrooms, which is great. Porcelain toilets are going to be standard in your SK and JM models, but again, more residential for our customers. It's not going to be a plastic toilet. So that's a great feature, just something small that we kind of do throughout the unit here. You still have your full medicine cabinet for your toothpaste, vitamins, all those items, but we do give you your toothbrush holders with a soap holder on top. But again, it's just something small, but a kind of attention to detail for our customers. In the slide out, it's a unique feature here. We call it the Z Lounge. You have a U-shaped dinette. In this position, we're showing it where you have the 60-inch sofa made into an L shape here. So that way, if you're doing more entertaining, it gives you more sofa space while you're watching TV here. But this can be made into a U-shaped dinette, or it can convert the whole slide out into a sleeping space without a divider. So our customers can take this furniture and change it into 3 or 4 positions. So that way you can use it at any way you want for you and your family. You do have storage underneath on both sides for your larger items. And you're gonna have storage space underneath on your sofa. So maybe blankets, pillows, stuff you're not using all the time, it's a good spot for it. Your fireplace is going to be standard here in your SK model, so it's all electric. It heats up to 500 square feet. It's 5,000 BTUs. So again, on a cool day, you can run that and have it warm the unit up without having to use your furnace. I'll sneak around you.
Excuse us.
Sorry, I was just telling him that's such a saver right there.
Oh, thank you.
So sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. As we come into the front bedroom, again, for a single slide unit, you have a big bathroom in the back, you have a big bunk room, but you're still getting a good size front bedroom. So a fully walk around bed, you have a queen size mattress, you have storage space up above, you have hanging closets on both sides, you have big nightstand areas if you have your phone, CPAP machine, whatever it may be, and you always have plugins on each side of the bed for each person up here. You do have storage space underneath, which on these, we do where you have the blue light, which is on a switch, but you can get totes and slide them in and out. You don't have to lift the bed. So it's a good spot where, again, if you just have stuff you're using, not that often, it's just more storage space on the front of the coach here. If you have any more questions on the SK or the JM models or even the RRs, check out funtownrv.com or crossroadsrv.com.